The Las Vegas Raiders are standing at a breaking point. After that crushing Week 3 loss, questions are flying everywhere. Can this season be saved, or are we watching a dream fall apart in real time? The next 3 weeks aren't just games. They could define the entire future of 2025 for the Raiders. And here's the twist. While the roster tries to shake off the frustration, a surprising name on the market might be the key to fixing a major hole on defense. Meanwhile, the offensive line looks like a ticking time bomb, and the front office is already eyeing free agents to stop the bleeding. But before we dive deeper into the breaking news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and don't forget to ring the bell icon. That way, you'll always catch the latest Raiders updates first. Now, let's get into the news story. Behind the scenes, the Raiders are scrambling. What began as a season full of promise has quickly turned into a fight for survival, and the pressure is only building week by week. What's coming next for the Las Vegas Raiders? After that painful start, the next 3 games could make or break their season. Week 4 brings the Chicago Bears to town. Fresh off a shocking win against Dallas, Chicago arrives in Las Vegas with momentum and a defense that can punish mistakes. For the Raiders, this is more than just another matchup, it's a must-win moment. The defense must patch up its coverage lapses, and the offense has to shed its predictability. If not, the Raiders risk sinking deeper into trouble. Then comes the road test against the Indianapolis Colts. With Anthony Richardson on the rise and the Colts offense firing on all cylinders, this is a nightmare scenario for a defense that's already struggled to contain mobile quarterbacks. Unless Las Vegas finds answers fast, Richardson could expose every weakness on the field. Finally, in Week 6, the Titans return to Allegiant Stadium. Tennessee hasn't lived up to expectations in 2025, and this might be the Raiders' best chance to regain their footing. If the defense shows aggression and the offense finally clicks, this game could serve as the turning point, a chance to prove the season isn't lost. The pressure on the Las Vegas Raiders is reaching a boiling point. Every weakness, from shaky pass coverage to an offensive line that can't hold its ground, has been brutally exposed. If the Raiders can't protect their quarterback or contain mobile offenses, staying competitive against top-tier teams will be nearly impossible. One glaring issue is the secondary. Miscommunication and coverage breakdowns have haunted this defense, turning close games into losses. But there's a potential lifeline. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, recently released by Houston, is now on the market. His experience, leadership, and ability to read plays could be exactly what this defense needs to steady the ship. The truth is simple. The next few weeks will define whether this season lives or dies. If Las Vegas finds a way to tighten its defense, shore up the offensive line, and build momentum, a comeback is still possible. But if they stumble again, the 2025 dream could collapse before the halfway mark. C.J. Gardner-Johnson isn't just another free agent. He's a Super Bowl champion, a proven playmaker, and exactly the kind of veteran the Raiders' defense is missing. After a rough 3-game stint in Houston, the Texans cut ties, but make no mistake, his talent is still very real. The Raiders' secondary has been leaking big plays all season. Miscommunication, blown coverages, and an inability to stop deep passes have turned winnable games into heartbreak. That's where Gardner-Johnson could flip the script. He's tough, versatile, and capable of locking down both the slot and the deep field, 2 areas the Raiders have struggled with. Even more important? Leadership. This is a young defense desperate for direction, and adding someone who's lifted a Lombardi trophy could bring the confidence and communication they've lacked. His ability to create turnovers and adapt to different schemes makes him the type of veteran presence that could stabilize the entire unit. For the Raiders, this isn't just about signing another name. It's about bringing in a spark that could change the defense from a liability into a strength. If there's one thing holding the Raiders back more than anything else, it's the offensive line. Through the first 3 weeks, protection has collapsed far too often, leaving the quarterback exposed and the run game stuck in neutral. Jackson Powers Johnson returning to the lineup helps, but it's not enough to erase the bigger problem. This unit still lacks a solid identity. Former Raider Lincoln Kennedy put it bluntly, the team can't just hope things will click. They may need to explore the free agent market to bring in some fresh strength and stability. Because right now, pass protection is shaky, run blocking is inconsistent, and there's no clear answer on who can be trusted week after week. This raises the big question. Should the Raiders focus on fixing the secondary by chasing C.J. Gardner-Johnson, rebuild the offensive line through new signings, or double down and do both? The truth is, unless they act quickly, the season could slip away before midseason even arrives. The Raiders stand at a crossroads. Either they adapt, strengthen their weakest spots, and fight back into contention, or they risk watching 2025 become another year of what-ifs.